Well, hello and a warm welcome to our New Year's Day session. I'm so excited that you're here with me today, and you're not joining me from our usual studios in North London. I'm actually in the edge of the Black Forest, the mountainous area of the Black Forest. It's been a beautiful day today, the sun's been out, and there's been ice on the trees, and it's been nature really showing us at its best. So, of course, Happy New Year to you, and many blessings to you and your family. I hope you've had a wonderful day or are about to have a wonderful day. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us around the world. And I'm so privileged and honoured that you're joining me today to really talk about something that we all share in common, which is that idea of wanting peace for ourselves, peace for our families, and peace for the world. And we're going to have a short conversation about what that really means and how we can bring that about. But like anything, let's just start by centering ourselves. So if I can just ask you to close your eyes. So let's just all close our eyes. And let's just take a slow, deep breath in. And breathe out. And let's just take another slow, deep breath in. And let go. And let's just take a slow, deep breath in from the stomach. And as we take that breath in from the stomach, let's breathe out through the nose really slowly. That's great. And let's just become aware of our feet on the floor. And let's become aware of our ankles now. And let's become aware of our calves. And let's bring our attention to our knees now. And now, let's bring our awareness to our thighs. Let's take another slow, deep breath in. With a smile, let's breathe out slowly through the nose, relaxing our legs, all the body from the waist downwards. And let's bring our awareness to our stomach, our navel region. And if the mind wanders, we can just gently bring our minds back to that part of the body. And let's bring our awareness to our heart area, our chest area. And let's observe for a moment the gentle rise and fall of our chest. And let's feel grateful to this body that keeps us alive, and our lungs that go in and out, giving us our life breath. And let's bring our awareness to our shoulders, and to our arms, right down to the tips of our fingers. Let's take another slow, deep breath in with a smile. And breathe out and just release and let go of any tension, any tightness. And bringing our attention to our throat. If there's any sensations in our throat, we can just breathe in, slow deep breath in, hold the breath, and breathe out through the mouth with a ha sound. Let's bring our awareness to our eyes and the point just between our eyebrows. Let's take another slow, deep breath in with a smile and breathe out. Let's relax our face muscles, allow your face to loosen and relax. And finally, let's bring our attention to the top of the head. Become aware of that point on the top of your head. Take another slow, deep breath in and breathe out. And feel that relaxation as you breathe out slowly. And today, keeping our eyes closed, let's welcome in this new year of 2017. With blessings of peace for ourselves, peace in our communities and families, and peace for the entire planet. So let's take another slow, deep breath in and breathe out through the nose. And another slow, deep breath in and breathe out. And when you're ready, you can just gently open your eyes. Okay, welcome back. So this is something that we want to talk about in 2017, is making time to regularly reconnect with ourselves, regularly bring peace and relaxation to ourselves. It's something that's so important to do every day, and I hope you'll join me on our regular Facebook sessions. So it's very exciting that we're able to interact together using this format, and we'll be presenting Facebook Live, so Meaning of Life Live, each week during 2017. And we want your feedback, so we want to know what you want to talk about. What kinds of discussions shall we have? Because I'm learning from you just as much as you might be learning from me. So I'd love for you to share like and comment what you're hearing today. So if we go down to our screens here, so if you'd like to let me know where you're from, so I'd love to know where you're all from, because I know we've got people from all over the world who are tuning in. So let's have a look who we've got here. We've got Valerie from British Columbia, Canada. Very nice to meet you, Valerie. Athena from California. Yes, I hope you're having lots of nice weather there. I'm quite jealous. Christina, Happy New Year from Corvallis, Oregon. Hi there. Vivian from Essex, nice to see you. Colleen, Happy New Year. Yes, and to you too. Elizabeth from Munich in Germany. Lily from New York City. Isn't it amazing that we've got people from all over the world who are tuning in, and this is what we call our conscious change family. So I want us to feel that as we're tuning in, we're saying where we're from, we realise that no matter the trials and tribulations we're going on in our own lives and the people around us or in our societies, we can come together and be part of this community, part of this family, and really feel like we can be supported. And this is what we're going to build on our Facebook page, is this conscious change family. Joy from Seattle, Washington, cold and snowy. Hi there. Diana from Calgary. Ashley from Florida. Judy from the UK, Hebden Bridge. Rosie from Horsham. Nadia from Copenhagen, how are you doing? Colleen from Ontario. It's amazing. People from all over the world. Sorry if I'm not able to say hello to all of you. I'll see if I can. Berta from Austria. Dana from Tucson, Arizona. Patty from Ontario, hi there. Elizabeth from Canada as well. Alicia from Colombia. I'm sure it's nice and warm there on New Year's Day. Paula from Liverpool. Gretchen from Brownsville, Oregon. It's just amazing to see so many people from all over the world. And finally, Jackie, a very sleepy Happy New Year from Sydney, Australia. I'm very honoured that you would get up at probably 3-4 o'clock in the morning to tune in live for this. So thank you, Jackie. And I know that you guys celebrated New Year quite a long time ago. Joe from New York. Rebecca from Germany. So I'm in your neck of the woods at the moment. And Jeff from Dallas. So this is fantastic. Loads of people joining us from all over the world. And I'm really excited to see your response to what we're going to talk about today. So as you know, today we're launching the January Meditation Challenge. And I'm very excited that you're all here with me to partake in this. And the challenge is really to meditate for 10 minutes, 10 meditations for 10 days. Simple, right? And why would we do that? Well, there's over 1,000 research studies showing that meditation is one of the quickest and easiest ways to have what you want in life. Do you want more energy, better concentration, better focus in the kinds of things that you're doing at work or in play, a better immune system, better health? In fact, a Harvard study recently showed that people who learnt to meditate halved the amount of times they saw a doctor or a medical practitioner. Just imagine that. It's like a miracle drug. We could halve the amounts of times that we use medical facilities. Wouldn't that be absolutely amazing? So meditation has got so many benefits, and that's why I launched this January Meditation Challenge, so we can all have a go at it. And as you know, we've got a not-for-profit app which you can download. And in the app, when you look at your timeline, you'll see lots of 10 and 20-minute meditations on each of the days. So I hope you can just use a minimum of a 10-minute. Perhaps you'd like to use a 20-minute meditation, and just keep up that consistency for the 10 days and see what happens. See how you feel. And remember, that's only 10 minutes. Maybe you won't feel anything. Maybe you'll feel that it has benefited you. And the next step of that challenge will launch on the 10th of January. So I hope you can join me for that. And we'll do a Q&A on your experiences of the regular meditation. Yeah, fantastic. Amanda from Michigan, hi there. Nice to see you. And what I'd love for you to do is share this on your Facebook wall. So if you're liking what you're hearing, what you're seeing, please press the like button, the love button, so we can get some feedback on what you're thinking of what we're presenting here. And of course, please do share this on your Facebook walls, because the kind of things we're going to discuss today, I'm sure many people in your families, your friends, your work colleagues will really hopefully be interested in what we're going to be talking about. Yeah? Okay. Chantal saying, I've been using the meditations on your app for the last 15 days. It's been really helpful, so thank you. Yeah. You know, meditation is just something that we naturally have an affinity to. I believe that we're born with that intention and that feeling that we want to meditate, that there can be benefits that are gained from it. So I really, really hope that you'll take the January Meditation Challenge, and then on the 10th of January, we'll give you the next steps of where we take this. Now, I know that some of you joined me for the New Year's Resolutions workshop that we did live on Facebook. And of course, we're not calling them New Year's Resolutions, we're calling them New Year's Inspirations. So I hope that you've had an opportunity to watch that session. If you haven't, please do go back and watch it, and it will give you a process via which you can develop these New Year's inspirations to keep you going throughout the year. And thank you so much for all your feedback as well on that session. We had over, I think, 300 comments, which is fantastic to hear, and we want to hear all your comments and feedback as we go along. Great. All right. So something else I just wanted to mention before we go into what we're going to talk about today is that we're going to also be looking at our life purpose, you know. So on starting this Friday, the 6th of January, and the following Friday, Friday the 13th of January, we're going to be doing a few sessions on how we discover our life purpose. And this really hit home for me recently when I heard the bad news a few days ago that one of my friends had actually passed away in a car accident. And obviously there's a grief and the emotions that we go through. And it also acts as a wake-up call of how fragile human life actually is, how temporary our existence is. And it comes as a wake-up call to really see, are we making the most in life? Yeah? Are we living life according to our deepest nature? Are we living an authentic life? Are we living a life that gives us joy, that gives us fulfillment, that is what we feel we're born to do? Or are we living life unconsciously, just going through the motions? And so this Friday is going to be a very, very important session. I hope you can join me, where we're going to launch this idea of discovering our life purpose in 2017 and going through some very practical tools and techniques to enable us to find that life purpose. And what is that life purpose? It's about finding out the gift that we're here to give to this planet. Now, I believe we're all born with an inherent gift that we're here to give, something that we do fantastically well, something that's unique to us. And when we discover it and when we live it, it's like time stands still. And we discover that stillness within, that oneness. And it's an aha moment. Aha, this is what I was born to do in life. It brings me such joy. It makes the most of my talents, and it fits with my values. And that's really something that I think we all would love to discover rather than just going through the motions. In fact, a recent study in London found that 50% of people who work in the City of London want an escape plan. They don't want to work there anymore. And just think, we spend half our waking life at work going through the daily grind. And that's such precious time. Wouldn't we want to spend that time doing something authentic that uplifts our soul rather than just doing something for money? So that's the challenge that I'm going to throw down, is that this year, let's discover our life purpose and let's begin to understand how we can live that life purpose. So it's very, very exciting. This Friday, I hope you will join me for that. So here we are, it's New Year's Day, 2017. And I want you to imagine that today is like a reboot. Yeah? You know when your computer has a bug in it and some bit of software is not working, or your phone has some problem with it, and you call up the IT help desk. What do the IT help desk say? Have you tried rebooting your computer? Right, that's the number one thing they say. And why do they say that? Because a computer has so many little software programs that develop little bugs, and they start going wrong. And in the same way, our own minds get little software bugs. We start worrying about this, obsessing about that, getting anxious about this, getting angry at someone, and then it develops and develops, and we can't stop that train of thought. And so today, New Year's Day, is like pressing the restart button on all those software programs, worrying, thinking, obsessing, and saying, actually, let's let go of the past and let's start afresh today. And let's install some new software programs. Let's download some new software programs. And yes, you've guessed it, I am an IT geek, so I love these IT analogies, so hope you'll get used to them. So, what kinds of new software programs would we like to download for 2017? Well, my message today is that we all want peace. And when we look at the world around us, it looks like there are people out there who don't want peace. Obviously, there's the recent tragedy in Istanbul. My hearts and prayers, and everyone from the team here at The Meaning of Life, our hearts and prayers and thoughts go out to those people who have suffered in Istanbul, for those people in Syria. And we see all of these things happening around us, and we think, how can this be happening? What can I do to support this? And everything starts from within. If we're not peaceful inside, how do we expect our families and our communities to be peaceful? And ultimately, how do we expect world events to move towards peace, for societies and civilizations to experience peace? It all starts with us. We are an important part of that jigsaw puzzle. And we send out those positive peace vibrations when we become peaceful inside. And that's partly why we also take the Meaning of Life challenge, the 10-day challenge. And what kinds of new bits of software shall we download? What are our key messages for 2017 that we'd like to develop? Well, I've already mentioned one of them, which is let's discover our life purpose and live it. And I'd like to summarise briefly 3 things that I think could benefit for us. Acceptance, being present, and compassionately serving. A, B, C. Nice and simple to remember. 3 key messages for peace today. Yeah? So, by the way, I'd love to keep hearing your messages, your thumbs up, your love. I'd love to see all of that so that we can get some feedback on what you're experiencing. So Lily's saying, Ashok, about meditation, is it important to pick a regular time every day? Absolutely. Like brushing our teeth. Do we question brushing our teeth? Of course not. In the same way, when we meditate, we want to set a regular time for us to meditate, which is really, really important. Yeah. Chantal saying, the whole app is a wonderful gift. Thank you. Colleen saying, your Meaning of Life meditations are my daily staple. Such a relief from the pain symptoms. That's great. Flora saying, it's wonderfully simple here on Facebook. Okay, and we apologise that it looks like the video broadcast is getting interrupted. Now, if it does, please do bear with us, and your feed will start in a little while. Okay? So please do bear with us. And apologies for that. We are obviously broadcasting from a different environment, so we can't fully control the internet connections that we're having here. Okay, so it looks like we are having some technical issues here where the broadcast is being interrupted, so apologies for that. Let's just see if we can do anything about that. So if you'd like to just bear with me. Just going to see if we can solve that particular issue. Okay. I think hopefully that should help the situation. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so I think we are back, so hopefully we won't have any further technical issues. So if you'd like to, once again we're saying, want to share, like and comment the things that you're seeing, so I hope you can press the like and love button so that we can get your feedback, and that'll be fantastic. Okay, so acceptance. What is acceptance? What do we mean by acceptance? Well, when we see all of these things going on the planet, we see the amount of upheaval that's happened in 2016. We can sometimes feel down about that. We can feel depressed. We can feel that, things aren't going the way that we want. But it's really now looking at the world with a speck of dust in your eye. You're looking at it in a very negative way. Yeah. And instead, we can see there's lots of positive things that have happened in the world. Yeah? There's lots of positive things happening all around us. So what we want to do is practice acceptance for the ups and downs that we experience in our own lives, acceptance for things that we see around us and accepting people around us, and accepting world events. As I said, in 2016, we had quite a lot of upheaval in the world. And a lot of this is symptomatic of how a lot of us feel there's a lot of unfairness, you know? That 1% of the world's population owns more than 50% of the world's wealth. There's a part of us that realises a lot of corporate greed, that there is a lot of corruption. And we see the unfairness in that. So we recognise the symptoms that the planet has. And in 2016, rightly or wrongly, we've delivered certain medicine for the patient. And time will tell whether that medicine will make an impact and how it will make an impact. But for the moment, what we can do is go into a place of acceptance rather than a place of resistance. And I'm talking about this because a lot of my clients have asked me to see how can we let go of this resistance and pressure we've got to what's going on in the world. And the most important message of peace I have here is that let's be peaceful inside. Let's go into a place of acceptance. And this acceptance doesn't mean a passive acceptance. Oh, whatever's happened, there's nothing I can do about it. Instead, it's a sense of when we come from a place of acceptance, we become stronger. And we become stronger so that we can make a positive impact on people and the world around us, rather than getting lost in resistance, because what we resist persists. And so when we accept, we become stronger and we can help the situation that the planet is in. Yeah? And how can we do that? Well, when you find yourself feeling uncomfortable or upset with what you see around you, a very simple practical technique is just to take a slow, deep breath in, feel that sense of acceptance, and then remember what you're grateful for in life. The quickest and easiest way for us to be happy in 2017 is to practice acceptance and gratitude, to flow with the rhythms of life and say, whatever comes my way, I accept with gratitude and love. So if we're feeling agitated with people around us, if we're feeling agitated with ourselves, we can simply take a slow, deep breath in. Let's do that now. Let's close our eyes. Let's become aware of something we realise we're not accepting or something we're resisting. Becoming aware of that, we take a slow, deep breath in, breathe in as much as you can through the nose, and then breathe out through the nose with a smile. And remind yourself for everything that you're grateful for in life. Think of your family, your friends, the things that you're really grateful for in life. Yeah? Think of all the things you have that other people don't. Think of the experiences that you've had in life. How grateful we can be for what we really have. Take a slow, deep breath in. And breathe out. Now, doesn't that feel much nicer when we practice acceptance, when we practice gratitude? What a wonderful feeling that actually is. So we talked about acceptance and gratitude as the ABC of the new software programs we'd love to run in 2017 and how that can bring us peace, happiness and fulfillment. The second one is being present. B for being present. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, I'd like to tell you a story. There was once a monk and a disciple, and the monk was enjoying a cup of tea, and the disciple asked him, "How can I be filled full of love and compassion?" And the monk said, "Okay, can you pour me some more tea?" So the disciple got the teapot, and started pouring some more tea. But obviously straight away it started flooding over the edge of the cup. And it kept flooding and flooding and flooding until there was tea all over the floor. And the disciple said, "What are you doing? Why are you making me pour more and more into this cup? This tea is flooding the place." And the monk said, "You want to be filled full of love and compassion from the outside. Yet you are filled with your own worries, your own cares, your own desires. all this nonsense running through your mind, how can you be filled full of love and compassion when you've already filled through your own ideas? When we empty our mind, when we calm our mind, then our mind is more open to receiving love and compassion and joy. Yeah? And let's take this a step further. Actually, we want to be the teapot. So let's imagine this is a teapot. The teapot is simply a vessel to pouring out love and compassion into the lives of others. And which gets filled first? The teapot or the cup? The teapot gets filled first. So if we want more joy in our lives, more compassion in our lives, more love in our lives, more happiness in our lives, instead of trying to be the teacup and thinking, where can I get it from? Where can I get it from? When we are a vessel for that love and compassion to pour into the lives of others, we automatically are already full. We get filled first with that which we choose to have. So that which we choose to have for ourselves, simply choose it for another. Pour it into the lives of another. Being present with other people around us. And a classic example of this is when we say Happy New Year to people. Oh, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Think about how many times you're going to say Happy New Year over the next few days. Probably hundreds of times perhaps, or at least 20, 30, 40 times to people that you meet. I mean, I don't know what date it becomes a bit strange to still say Happy New Year. But do you really mean it? Are you being present? Or are you unconsciously saying, Happy New Year, oh, good morning, how are you, happy birthday? We have these greetings, but do we really mean it? Or is our own mind obsessed with the storm in the teacup? Our minds are like a little storm in a teacup, and we're worried about our own lives, our own worries, our own cares. Instead, perhaps we could practice something over the next few days, is when we say Happy New Year to someone, it's a blessing that we're giving. These greetings that we have in our civilization are designed as a blessing, a positive energy. So when we say Happy New Year, can we maintain that eye contact with that person? Can we give them positive vibrations of love and care and compassion? And when we do that, we become the teapot that automatically pours love and compassion through our greetings, sends them positive vibrations. Yeah? And when we help others, when we serve others, doesn't it feel good? If we help someone cross the street or we help doing charity work, why does it feel so good? It feels so good because we cannot share that which we don't have already inside ourselves. So in 2017, let's be present to people around us. Let's bless them. Let's greet them. Let's send positive vibrations and really mean it when we say Happy New Year or hope you have a good day, right? Rather than it just being an unconscious greeting that we give to everybody. This is why we're building this conscious change family. It is about living life more consciously. What a wonderful calling that is for us all. So, we've talked about acceptance. We've talked about being present. And in fact, when we're being present, something that stops us from really being present are our devices, our phones in our pockets. Are we really talking to someone, really showing them that we think they're important and significant? Or are we worrying about the next text message or the next phone call that's going to come in? I remember a couple of years ago, I was at the airport with a friend and I'm like, come on, we've got to get the flight. You know, we're going to be late for the flight. And he said, just hang on a minute. I've just got to do something. You know, I'm thinking, oh, he must be doing sending an email to work. I'm like, come on, we've got to go. He goes, no, just leave me alone. I've just got something important to do. And I asked him, what are you doing? He goes, oh, this is really funny joke I'm forwarding. Right? So we think that we're doing something so important and valuable on our devices. But a lot of the time, we're just filling gaps, filling space. And it's stopping us from being really present with the people around us. And finally, C, for compassionately serving. Obviously, very relevant and very close to being present. So first of all, we're being present with people and looking them in the eye and when we're giving them a greeting, genuinely caring and sending them positive vibrations and good luck, positive feelings towards them, and they can pick these things up. Compassionately serving. Once there was a teacher and the students, and the teacher asked the students, here's a sieve, something that we sieve flour with, yeah? So you all understand the idea of a sieve. How can you fill this sieve full of water? So the students were very perplexed and thought, well, okay, how are we going to fill this sieve full of water? So they put sellotape on the bottom of the sieve and they tried to pour water into it and try and hold the water with some paper. But whatever they did, it just didn't work. And finally, one of the students got fed up and thought, I just can't do this anymore. Yeah? So he threw that sieve into the river. And immediately that sieve was filled full of water. So rather than us trying to become compassionate, think of skills to serve, we bring that compassion and that service into everything that we do. We throw ourselves into the water. We become these empty vessels that naturally become filled with love, filled with compassion, that then fill up other people's cups. It becomes part of our lives. And when we do this, our lives become more dynamic. We've become filled full of energy, because instead of being the cup and being obsessed with the storm in the teacup, our worries, financial worries, worries about health, worries about relationships, the usual things, instead we say, instead of obsessing with my own worries, let me become a vehicle, a vessel for love to pour out into the lives of others. And we become filled with that light, with that happiness, with that peace. And it brings a dynamic vision. And that's what we'll be discussing on Friday. How can we both feel happy in ourselves because we're living life authentically? And how can that authentic living of our life purpose pour out into the lives of others? How exciting. So let's remember that. ABC. Acceptance, being present with people, and serving people compassionately. Accepting what's going on in our lives, accepting other people for who they are, and accepting world events as part of the shift and the change that is going on in this planet. Often we have to go through very difficult times to build our awareness of the hidden negativities that lurk within us as human beings. Sometimes we have to experience certain periods of darkness to really get flooded with the light. B for beingness. Let's be present with people. Let's really honour people and respect people and show them that we care. And finally, let's make everything that we do in life an expression of compassionately serving. And when we do these three things, we naturally become peaceful. We naturally become happy. And it becomes effortless. So shall we now do our peace meditation? First of all, I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback on what we're talking about. Please like and love what you're hearing, and please share this if you think other people would benefit from what we've talked about today, our New Year's Day peace blessings. Please do share it on your Facebook wall, on groups that you're part of. And on the last couple of Facebook Lives that we did, we had about 3,000 or 4,000 people who viewed the recording. So lots of people viewing the recording. But obviously I'd love for you to be a part of our live sessions, because then I get to interact with you. We're building this community, and I really feel that as I see more and more of the same names and more new people, that we're building a conscious change family here. It's so beautiful. Molly's saying, be the teapot. I love it. Flora, being present. Yep, so important in our lives. Colleen saying, meditation keeps our teapot full. Yes, when we meditate, we keep that teapot full. It's a way of actually channeling immense amounts of energy and dynamism that is just waiting there to be tapped. If we move from that selfishness to that selflessness. Athena's saying, I like that. Happy New Year being a blessing. Hadn't thought of it that way. Laurie's saying, yes, it feels amazing to live consciously present. And it's way more genuine with other people. It's so true. Colleen's saying, you can't give from an empty teapot. Meditate and replenish yourself first, and then our positivity flows naturally into another's cup. That's absolutely true, Colleen. I totally agree with that. Laurie's saying, I've been learning and experiencing this. It's crazy cool. Yes, it is. Flora's saying, yes, compassionately serving. Absolutely. So please do share, like, and comment the things that you're hearing. And, you know, this is how we mean to go on this year. We're going to be presenting some really, what I feel are uplifting topics, fascinating topics, to help build this conscious change family, to help us in our own personal transformations as we transform ourselves, transform our communities, and transform the planet. And I'd love for you to be part of this change. And please bring more people to this community. So please get them to like the Facebook page. Please get them to download the app. And it's all not for profit. So there's no money that's involved as well. So very, very exciting. Great. So let's meditate, I feel. Let's do our peace meditation. So if we'd like to close our eyes. And let's take a slow, deep breath in. And breathe out. And let's take another slow, deep breath in. And let go. And let's become aware of any agitations in our own minds. Become aware of any tension, any tightness in our own bodies. And let's take a slow, deep breath in. And breathe out. Breathe out that tension or tightness. And let's bring our awareness to the thoughts in our mind. And let's observe the thoughts in our mind that are just like clouds coming in and out of the sky. Whilst we remain like the entire infinite blue sky and observe the thoughts and the feelings coming in and out of our minds. And the sky remains at peace and untouched as the thoughts and feelings come in and out of the sky like temporary clouds. And let's observe those clouds and label the thoughts. So if a thought comes into your mind about tomorrow, that's okay. You can just label that as a future thought. If you have a thought about something from the past, you can just label that as perhaps an irritation. Become aware of your thoughts and just observe them and label them and let go. And let's take another slow, deep breath in. And breathe out. Become aware of the feelings in your body. Any tension or tightness in your arms or legs. Let's take another slow, deep breath in. And let's breathe out and release that tightness and tension from the arms and legs. And let's become aware of that feeling of peace, like a natural feeling of effortlessness just spreading across our body as we are filled with that light. Let's imagine a beautiful light, and maybe it's white or gold or yellow or whatever feels right to you. Imagine a beautiful light pouring in the top of your head, down through your head, through your neck, down your shoulders, engulfing your entire body, filling you with the light. As you feel more and more of that light engulfing your body, I want you to think of a child that you know, an innocent little child, and maybe it's your own child or a niece or nephew, or just your memories of an innocent child. And imagine if that innocent child was upset or crying. Just become aware of that wisdom and love that you feel for that innocent child, that compassion that you feel. Take a deep breath in. Imagine that love and compassion spreading out towards that child, that natural feeling of care and support that you feel. And you are like the teapot that is filled with the light in order for you to send out those positive vibrations of love, care and compassion. So think of people around you in your families or community that can do with your care and compassion right now. Let's send out the positive vibrations to those people. Imagine the vibrations, that energy coming out of your heart or wherever feels right and flooding into their lives as you wish them many blessings and a happy new year. And let's think of those people in the world that we don't know. People affected by war, poverty, conflict. And from the bottom of our hearts, let's send out and transmit those feelings of love and compassion for people and the entire planet. And let's see how naturally and effortlessly we feel peaceful inside when we are transmitting that peace and those blessings to people around us. May we, the people around us, experience happiness and peace this year. And may we bring peace to those around us on the planet through compassionately serving our communities and societies. Holding on to that warm glow in our hearts, let's take another slow, deep breath in and breathe out. Let's take another slow, deep breath in and breathe out. And with a smile on our face, let's just gently open our eyes. Welcome back. Well, it's great to see all your comments. So Flora is sharing ABC, acceptance, being present, compassionately serving. That's right. Molly saying, yes, it does feel like a group is forming around these live sessions. Yeah, absolutely. Shemaya saying, be the teapot, and when the teapot is in the river, it's full. Exactly. We've put the two analogies together. Laurie saying, are there certain dates and times to watch for you? yes, we want to get your feedback. At the moment, we are looking at Friday evenings, UK time, so 5 o'clock UK, 6 o'clock Europe, 9 a.m. West Coast, and 12 o'clock East Coast. The reason being is if you aren't able to join live, at least you've got the recording ready for you on the weekend for you to be able to watch. So I really hope you can join us. And we are going to make these sessions shorter. So I know that each of these sessions has been 45, 50 minutes, an hour, but we're going to really look at making all future sessions around 30 to 40 minutes. So please do be aware that we've done this for New Year's Day, but we are aiming for 30 to 40 minutes. So it's an easy time for you to fit in your lunch hour, something you like to watch at the weekend, and it's easy for you to join in and tune in. So please do like, love, share and comment everything that you're seeing and hearing today. We really want to get your feedback. And it's been fantastic to meet all of you today. So I hope you take the 10-day meditation challenge. And it's something that is so powerful when we meditate. It's doing far more than we realise. It's a really exciting thing to do. So now, on New Year's Day, what do you think? Shall we sing together? Suddenly there's a whole raft of hearts as soon as I say that. Well, as you know, we're not in our normal studios here. We're somewhere else. So I don't know if we can do it as we normally do, but why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can sing together. So I'm going to attempt to put the lyrics on the screen for you. And today I've been talking about being present. Really having that silent space with people. So we say Happy New Year, but do we really mean it? Do we really feel it? And sometimes the vibrations of being present with people is about what we don't say, but instead we're connecting through the heart, through our presence, without words. And hopefully the song that we're going to sing together reflects that. And of course, remember, this isn't me singing to you, this is us singing together. And so I really do hope you join me for this one. And I think it's one that everyone knows as well. So let's sing. Okay, so I'm just going to move the laptop so you can see the lyrics on the screen. How's that looking there? And the song is by Ronan Keating. Okay, so we're just going to go back to the beginning and make sure that you can hear this. All right, so I hope you're singing along at home. All right, so I hope you join me to sing. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try as I may, I can never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking out loud. When you hold me near, you drown out the crowd. Try as they may, they can never define what's been said between your heart and mine. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. Smile on your face when you say nothing at all. You say it best when you say nothing at all. You say it best when you say truth in your eyes. Touch of your hand lets me know that you need me. Well, I do hope you enjoyed that. I hope you and your families have a wonderful 2017. And we look forward to lots of adventures this year, lots of ways that we can connect and make 2017 a fantastic year for all of us. So thank you for watching. Once again, please do like, share and comment. Please do put all of your comments in here. Colleen saying, woohoo! Elizabeth saying, Ronan Keating say nothing at all. Such a beautiful song, says Nadia. And Francesca saying, sometimes it's better to talk with the eyes than with words. And that's absolutely true. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Please do share, like and comment. This recording will soon be available on the Meaning of Life page, which is facebook.com/Meaning of Life Experiment. So the recording will be uploaded very, very shortly. And let's have a wonderful 2017. Thank you and goodbye.